Okay, so I thought that some of you might be wondering how Yoshi's medicine actually goes, and this is basically a bit of a setup. So she has three different sorts of medications she's meant to take each day, and as you can see, the measurements are incredibly tiny. So there's meloxicam, there's isoxsuprine, and there's benazepril. And each of these basically just they do different things. One of them has to do with how her veins suffer from hardening. So they're there to like, you can't fix the problem of vein hardening in a bird because they have such tiny little veins, but it does sort of it lowers her blood pressure, and it also, one of these is also a blood thinner, so that basically the blood can at least travel through more easily. This one I'm pretty sure is her anti-inflammatory, and she has that basically because her spine is also having problems. Yeah, and it also helps with the facial itching that she suffers from that causes her to scrape away at her feathers. Somebody actually sent a message to me suggesting that the reason she was having feathers falling off her face was because of a bacterial infection from kissing me. That's not actually true. The vet actually thoroughly checked her for signs of fungus and bacteria and didn't find that that was the problem. They found that it was more indicative of a skin irritation. Now, if you have a look at the syringes here, these are special little syringes that are intended for measuring out the bird medicine, because as you saw on the labels, the measurements are incredibly tiny. So you end up needing special syringes to measure it out. And honestly, it took me so long to get used to it being a measurement like 0.1 of a mil or 0.04 of a mil. Like it took me a long time to get used to that. For a long time, we tried to give Yoshi the medicine the traditional way, where you hold her head and with a towel and basically try to squirt it into her mouth. But Yoshi, of course, hated that. She's very particular about how she's handled, and she doesn't like to be manhandled at all, even more so than I think most birds. The vet said that her species tends to get a bit arky about that sort of thing. So we have different foods that we try to hide the medicine in. This is peanut butter. And typically what ends up happening is I'll squirt a bit of the medicine into the peanut butter and then end up sort of sandwiching it between some veggie chips like this. We try to go healthy, but there's, it's tricky because she's like a tiny little gourmet. She has a very fussy palate and she can taste everything. So yeah, we have, like, she was taking it really well in the peanut butter before, and then she got tired of it, so then we had to start sandwiching it with the chips, and she took that well for a while, and now she's gotten sick of that. But what I know is she loves peas, so I've tried mixing a couple of the doses into the peas to try to get her to take it. And yeah, we're going to give that a go today because I know how much she loves the peas. And yeah, the reality is that since she's been taking the medicine, she has been doing a lot better. She's been suffering less pain, I think, because she just seems a bit sort of cheerier and happier. But anyway, let's give her the peas. Okay, Yoshi, look, I've got some yummy peas for you. What do you think of it? Yeah, you want some? You want some? Okay, hold on, I'll get it for you. Okay, I might have given her too many peas because ideally she would have better variety in her diet than that. But do remember, she's not going to eat the peels, she's just going to eat the insides, and she's going to, yeah, drop the shells to the bottom of her cage. So, yeah, she's not going to eat all of it. But yeah, it does mean that the medicine I've mixed into it will probably go into her little mouth, and that'll be what we need.